Okay, so now I'm going to give the baton over to Sylvia.
Okay, hello everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Sylvia Sass. I'm a grade 9 student at CCH, and I recently joined Pollinator Pathway Project in April. And so since then, I have taken on the role of student liaison or coordinator between the youth at my school and possibly other schools I hope to share this project with. So I started a pollinator, or I will start a pollinator pathway project at my own school. I reached out to the teacher who runs Crusaders for the Planet club, and she's very enthusiastic about starting this and is totally on board with it. There's a solid 20, maybe more, in this club group. And so that's really great because they're all really interested in this and just helping the planet, really, and pollinators. So when we plant this garden, it's also really great a learning experience for all the plants that we're going to plant and the pollinators that it attracts. And I hoped that more students also get interested in this as they see this garden somewhere on CCH property. And it would be really cool because it's important that youth are aware of pollinators and their importance in our food, because over 85% of flowering plants need pollinators. So it'd be really great to get more students because it's important for our future. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. There's a little bit from me because, yeah. So just that it's good that if more youth are involved in this, because it's great awareness about pollinators and how they're important in our everyday lives. Yeah. We have one poll, again, for our third poll, and which is about, we would like to know how old you all are. So there it is.
Very interesting. They're on the higher end of the scale, but it's great to have your youth perspective to just express the importance of getting youth involved, whether or not they're online tonight, but people who are listening, if they know youth, it's great to try and introduce them to gardening and the importance of it. All right. Okay, I'll just quickly share the results. So 44% over 60. There you go. Thank you. All right. Thanks, Sylvia. And next up, we have Jude. So you can go ahead and share your camera.
Hi, my name is Jude Dielman. I'm also talking about getting young people involved. I'm in grade 9. Yeah. So I'm the second youngest member of the Pollinator Pathway Project, and I had joined last fall. So getting young people involved in the Pollinator Pathway Project is very important. Not just the Pollinator Pathway Project, but other pollinator projects, I guess. The reason for this is that pollinators are essential for a balanced ecosystem. 1/3 of food is dependent on pollinators. 3/4 of food crops rely on pollinators to some extent. 90% of monarch butterflies have declined in the past 20 years. 37% of bee species are in decline. We need to act. We need to act soon. As we saw from the poll, a lot of the people who are here are older, and a lot of the people who are interested in things like this are older. younger people do not seem to get involved as much. And once years pass by, we're not going to have some of the older people anymore, and the only people that are going to be left are going to be the younger people. And if the younger people don't care, then we're going to lose pollinators and all of that stuff. Getting young people involved is not that easy. As you saw from the poll, a lot of people were older. I find that at my school. For people who are personally my friend, it's easy to talk to them about things about the eco, like the environment and all of that stuff. And they'll listen to me because I'm their friend and they trust me. But other people who I don't know, they won't listen to me because they think they're better than me. They don't think it matters. My school has a lot of farming kids. Their parents are all farmers, lots of them. So lots of them are not very mindful of them. Not that I want to put farmers in like a stereotype or whatever, but that's just what it seems to me. And most of them do not care. They just don't feel that it matters. So it's very hard to get young people involved. So the two main places where I have contact with people who are not involved in this pollinator pathway project yet are people at my school and people at my church. My school is very community oriented. We have done multiple projects with neighborhoods around that school and in London. I do not think it will be hard for me to convince the teachers at the school to get involved in the pollinator pathway project. We currently already have a pollinator garden. It is not part of the project though. It's not PPP garden. And also we don't really talk about it. It's mostly just there and people see it. And I've noticed it. Other people have noticed it. I'm sure half of the kids at the school wouldn't even know it's there. Would be surprised if you told them it's there. So I really would like to get people excited about that again and build another one or whatnot. At my church, we have a few gardens. They're not pollinator gardens, so they're mostly just for aesthetic purposes and to fill up space. There are 2 large empty cement planters that they have there that are completely empty and just filling up with trash that people throw in there. So I wanted to talk to the church about them and then about those planters and then get those fixed up and put a pollinator garden in there. So yeah, that's mostly what I'm talking about. That's all that I'm talking about for getting young people involved. So yeah, thanks.
A few questions have come in, so I may challenge you a little bit. So I guess for someone on the line who's maybe older, and so what could they do you think, to get younger kids involved or younger people involved?
For someone who's older, I would say find young people who trust you and who like to hang out with you. I don't know how, if you have like grandkids, children, whatever, neighborhood kids, and maybe start a pollinator garden, get them interested, and then they'll talk to you about it. And then, yeah, the rest is history, basically.
Great. Someone also asked, what is your plan for a career?
My plan for a career, not really sure that much, but I am very interested in water, aquatic life and all that. I have a few aquariums and a pond, so I kind of wanted to go into marine biology, but I'm also very interested in music, so I don't know yet, but we'll see.